Welcome to a very frosty Hadfield. Still early morning. Mind it was a lot warmer in the city centre. I have my baseball cap on and decided to wear the shorts for some reason. Bit nippy around the old Nojalunas. God, I've just switched to me woolly hat. Certainly autumn has arrived, if not an early winter. You look all the way down there to, I've seen it loads of times, haven't we, this press release valve at the bottom of the reservoirs here. Look how brown the water is today though. I mean, that's the iron oxide in the water. You can see it channeling out into the river below, that spout there, and then that cascade of steps there. Very browny orange the water today. You can see we've had quite a bit of rain recently. Oftentimes when I come down to this bit, it's completely dry, no overflow whatsoever. Nice to see it roaring away. It's good to see this place in different times of the year, but I must admit I'm really glad that we've approached into autumn now. I think it's my perfect time of year. Spring and autumn at least, where you've just got the still crisp blue skies and a chill around your nudgers. Oh, look at this, guys, bloody hell. Can you see that? First I thought it was just a dog's ball that had been left, but it's actually one of them, is it death cap mushrooms? Let's put it on the screen. Don't think I've ever seen one such a massive one in real life. Reminds me of that cartoon game. What was that called? Was it Mario Brothers or something? Can't remember. Wow. Apparently very poisonous, but I think if you look into the history of it, there has been quite a few mentions in medical journals of old, how in small doses it can be quite beneficial, and I think they're still doing research into it now. Across at the end of this next one, and then all the way back again towards Hadfield, and then my kind of plan is to head over the hills over the hills and far away over the hills over to Glossop. Hopefully not too many roads, if it's not too boggy, and get down to Glossop, because I know there's some nice boozers there. Have a couple of paths of nice ales, and take it from there. So I'd like to try and increase that 6 miles up to sort of 7 or 8, or maybe even a bit more today. And part of the reason for that is because for some reason, thanks Dafty, I signed up to do the Great Hike, I think it's called, or the Mighty Hike, I think that's what it is, to raise money for cancer, for a very good cause. And so I'm hoping to do that. So I'll be joining a couple of pals from the pub to go and do that, and hopefully raise some money for that. So if I can get organised and put a Just Giving page or something like that down in the description below. Seems to be a common theme around here that people put seeds out for the birds, which is very nice. Although really natural selection should do the job, shouldn't it? Just have a reasonably sized old-fashioned cottage with a view like that. Can you imagine that? With a Land Rover parked outside, massive garden. All your job involves is looking after the local forest and reservoirs, and just maintenance, game keeping maybe. Oh, an idyllic life that would be. As much as I love living in the city centre and everything that involves, part of me still yearns for that log fire, the burning coals in the living room, massive garden, and above all, some kind of rodent on your gatepost. Pennine Way up there, of course, continues on round, which I'll have to attempt one day. A few people out today, of course, it's nice and sunny, bit of a breeze in the air. Guess what I can see, guys? Tunnel of Doom. Not so scary anymore, is it, after all my other scary adventures? Normally I'd nip up there and I would pee in the bushes at the top, but someone's just gone up there. What a bugger. I always end up getting back to the end of my walks and then finding somewhere to have a pee. Why do I do it? Why do I do it to myself? Walk for miles and miles and miles with I'm not going to go into detail. Field. Hello Eeps, how you doing? Shh, keep your voice down please. Oh, sorry Eeps, sorry. So I've not come up this way before. Normally I've either been on the Longdendale Trail, which is up behind me up the hill further, or I've gone down over to the lower path, which runs along the reservoirs past that farm and down past all the reservoir bridges. So it's a new road for me. I didn't know this little track existed. This bridge here must be the old railway bridge that went across. Yeah, it is. Look, there's the Longdendale Trail way down below, down there. So this is a very high bridge, isn't it? And from this crossing, at least no way down onto the trail. But I'm not bothered about that. I want to explore this, see where this one goes. Recognised that as soon as I was walking past. You can see it's like a double narrow fence with some kind of sluice gate in the middle. So from what I remember, that's where we used to do sheep dipping. So they'd all be gathered into this pen here, and then a couple or one at a time they'd be let through that door, and then there's a drawbridge there obviously to let one through at a time, and then there'd be the dip which is like a big sunken bath full of you know, the pesticide or whatever they want to, anti-worm treatment or whatever. They'd get dunked into the dip, scramble out the other side and into the pen there and left to dry off. Isn't it beautiful? Beautiful day. Can you see what I can see, guys? Apart from you, hello. Look at this lonesome little dandelion. Can you believe that? One little dandelion. It's the only one I've seen in weeks. 15th of October, still going strong. Well, in a roundabout kind of fashion, I've come from the valley down there where the reservoirs are, and in a wiggly road has brought me all the way up to here, which is the normal top road, with the U-bends and the ridiculous speed traffic on a Sunday. So I'm going to be here and turn right now, and then hopefully not on the road for too long before I drop down the footpaths into Glossop itself. Looking forward to that first pint. Well, it's blooming windy up here, I can tell you. I'm not even up at the top of the mountain, so I'm glad I stayed sort of fairly low down today. Brisk, very brisk. We'll have to go back up top of the hills there. You can see the quarry over there in the distance at the top. I was there not so long ago, wasn't I? Probably with the dog. But now I'm going to head down into the sleepy village you can see nestling in the valley there of Glossop. Death trap, this road, you know. I can't believe that a major road between two places, albeit in the countryside, is allowed to have such a long stretch without any footpath. And if you kind of combined the verge on the left and the verge on the right, there would be enough for just a small footpath, you know, just so that there was some sanctuary all the way along until you get to a bit further down here where it's closer to the town itself. Well, I've just spotted that opposite. You see that old green sign? That's the steep and probably today very muddy path down to Glossop. But I'll just be glad to get off this main road. Look at it, it's endless, the traffic here. And it's even quite tricky crossing. Is it clear? Yeah. Okay, let's try it. It's got to be better than the road, especially with all the motorbikes hurtling up and down it. Right. Oh, this is a test for your knees, this bit. Well, I seem to have come into Glossop from a slightly different angle this time. I don't know how I did that, but oh well, it's nice to see another little bit. Some lovely little cottages and houses around here. And I think if I could have my time again, I'd have lived somewhere like this, bought a house much like my sister's and her husband's, with a nice little log fire, close to a train station that's only 30 minutes from a city centre. Perfect place to live, really. Lovely little windy streets, well kept. It's nice, it's beautiful. I'm going to sit here and have a pint. Hello, duckies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 males, 3 females. Well, that's pints and a half. Got to try the samples at Distant Hills Brewery, and gonna head for the train now, and maybe a quick half in that little micro bar on the way to the train station, where the guy's always a really miserable barman. Let's see if it's him today.